And good evening from Geneseo High School, Geneseo, Illinois. This is Quincy High Blue Devil basketball, Western Big Six style. And hi, everybody, I'm Jeff Wellman, and we were just here a moment ago. And that's Coach Pettit, of course, is the we, as the Blue Devils from the girls' side win 63-31. They improved to 6-2, 3-0 in the conference, and now trying to go 2 for Tuesdays is the Blue Devils. And Coach, good opportunity for the Blue Devils to get one here.
Yeah, well, Geneseo is one of those teams that they're good. They got 3 or 4 players that if you don't guard them and, watch where they're at and make sure you locate them, they will hurt you. This young team is growing. Watching the games, like Rock Island, most of the time you had 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and a senior out there, or, a freshman and 3 sophomores out there. So very, very young team. I always look at myself and go, these are 14-year-old kids playing against 18-year-old men. You know what I mean? So, it's going to be a learning process. They need to, make sure they're doing their job, whether it's on the defensive end, or the offensive end. Keys to the game tonight, take care of the ball. Sometimes they get a little bit sloppy, with the basketball being so young, thinking they can do stuff that they can't do, against the older kids. Make better decisions, rebounding. You got to stay matched up on that 1-2-2 zone. It's one of those things to where, you got to have the rotations. You can't sit behind the post player that's posting up. You got to get in front of him, make him lob the ball, and then come back and get after it. So, there's a lot of things where we can grow and get a lot better, but I like what I see, with the youngsters here, with their athleticism, their shooting capability. May have to readjust a little bit, what we do with this, because of, our personnel. But, I really like what I see.
And again, both teams coming in here. Devils are 1-3, 0-1 in the conference. On the other side, 1-4. So it's a good chance for somebody to get that second victory.
Well, and, getting victories on the road in the Western Big Six, that's a tough nut to crack, especially for a team this young. So, what we got to do is, make sure that we're, doing our job, value each possession offensively and defensively, and, hopefully we can come out with a W here.
And it's the pregame show brought to you by Mecca Sports Co. Anytime you'd like to get on with us, feel free to catch Coach Pettit or Lisa, his wife, or myself anywhere out there. Send us a message as well. Love to have you. Speaking of 8 Open and Atlas Slice, thank you very much, Jared. And we'll have some ads running out there, but tonight we're going to just be mentioning him tonight, and we got to love it. Hey, we're going to pay some bills. We're going to come right back. It's Blue Devil basketball, Western Big Six style, right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Better bed, less money at Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster with free delivery, setup, removal, and 0% financing for up to 5 years.
Sleep tight. Sleep tight.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th, Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
This game is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co. You can find us at MeccaSportsCo.com, on YouTube at youtube.com/@MeccaSportsCo, and on Facebook at Facebook.com/MeccaSportsCo. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any coverage for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams, boys and girls. Get the play-by-play and color call from Wellman and Pettit exclusively on Mecca Sports Co.
Good things are happening at Hardee's, right, Brian?
Here at Hardee's, we have a new $6.99 original bag. And you get 2 sandwiches, a fry, and a drink. You have your choice for the sandwiches between a regular hot ham and cheese, regular roast beef, double cheeseburger, or one of our chicken tender wraps. So you can pick any two of those, get a hot fry and a cold drink for only $6.99 here at Hardee's on 30th and Broadway.
That's Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
This stream is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co., your streaming platform for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams. Be sure to subscribe and like on YouTube and Facebook. Just search Mecca Sports Co., and you won't miss a thing from QHS Blue Devils and Lady Devils with coverage for the QND Raiders and Lady Raiders on the road. Be sure to visit meccasportsco.com for the complete schedule of games and more.
And back at Geneseo, the pregame show out here. Hey, it's a birthday for Marcus Metzger and Mike Moss. Marcus, of course, a great player. The lefty played at John Wood and went to Quincy University. Happy birthday to him. And, of course, his family, the Metzgers, all played well. John, Brad, Kenny, his dad. And, of course, Amy Kelly will send a shout-out to you and not forget you. Also, Mike Moss, class of 75. He played quarterback, and then he married the cheerleader from 75 from Notre Dame, which was that time was Miss Ferricks, Janine. They are no longer, but their 5 kids did come back and play at Notre Dame. Jubin Moss, Tyler Moss, Meredith, Haley, and Cassidy. I think I got them all there. So, by the way, where are Jeff and Jane Purdy? That's got to be like, where's Waldo? As I think right now he's in Puerto Rico. Follow him on Facebook. Of course, that's a classmate of Coach Pettit's and good friend of ours. So love to have a little fun with him. And I've got a birthday for Friday, but I must save it. It's a former player at Quincy High, a former coach. No cheerleaders he married, but his sister was a cheerleader. And I'm going to leave it right there with that, Coach. What are the keys to the night for the Devils?
Basically, what you're looking at, taking care of the basketball, don't make bad decisions, being young, get the ball in the middle on the fast break, fill the lanes, and then, the trailers are going to be big. You got to rebound. You got to stay matched up in the zone. Make sure you're getting a butt on somebody, and make sure your guy doesn't get the rebound. You can't turn, look at the basket because somebody's going to go right around you and get the rebound.
And Scott Moore, yes, there is truth to that. Anyway, and of course he got the shout out in the first game there. We are missing 3 players on the team. They have left the team. Don't really spend a lot of time talking about those topics. It's something that the families make decision, the player makes a decision, the team makes a decision, and I'm not there to second guess anything. So Trace Ruth, Jacob Salisbury, and Nathan Poulter no longer on the squad. Parker Douglas has moved up from the freshman squad.
Well, and, if you don't want to be a part of it, that's fine and dandy.
And nobody's going to argue. Nobody's going to say anything to you. It's your decision. So we're getting ready for the starting lineups. It'll be interesting to see the Devils tonight, as Clausel Joels will not be here tonight. He should be back by the weekend, hopefully. Woodson is back, as he'll start out, number 14. That's Thomas Woodson Jr. I was looking in my book for all the information. It's in my bigger book here. So Woodson wears number 14, 6'6" sophomore. Tim Griffith, number 32. He's the freshman at 6'2". Wilson Freiberg is going to make it after he was sick. Nice job, Wilson, at 6'3", the junior. Thanks for turning out the lights there, guys. Somebody didn't pay the bills. And I have to turn my light on here, folks, so I can finish this with you. I didn't see the last 2 starters there, Coach. Brendan Lepper, how can I forget him? Number 54, the 6'7" freshman. And, of course, the Blue Devils are coached by Andy Douglas, assisted by Bruce Bonas, Ryan Brown, who's happy after Ohio State, and Jeff Ober. No, he's not happy. Indiana beat him, that's right. We're wearing our road blue trimmed in white. And, of course, Geneseo in their home white trimmed in green. Number 11, Brody Clements, 5'11" guard. Also, Jack Chris, number 6'4", wing. He's a junior. He's leading the team in scoring. Jaden Barrage, 6'3" junior.
Yeah, he does a little bit of everything. He's about 10 a game, 6 boards.
Landon Nordstrom, of course, he played a lot last year, 6'1" guard. The head coach, of course, TJ Lacey, he is new to the program. Starting lineup, national anthem, they did it to me again. Here we go. and our national anthem. Both games, they nailed the starters. Before I could tell you who their coaches were, they're in the first chords. Speaking of music, we're going to talk about Vespers 2025 later on, but I did watch a little video on Facebook in Baldwin Gym, and it was they were doing something yesterday or Sunday to set up for a concert. Watching the gym get set up in sped up, was pretty good stuff. And speaking of music, I listened to 96.1 up here, The Mix. It plays Christmas music all the time, and we have a mix in Quincy, and of course Bob Daly used to run it. He's back helping out. More importantly, Brock Hamspire is their general manager, so a shout out to Brock. We're going to start this one off with a technical foul. I'm not sure if there was a dunk or what, maybe somebody wasn't in the book, but we start off with Brennan Lepper. He gets 2 shots to start this one off. That's a good thing. And we are 2-0 right off the bat before we even have an opening tip, Coach.
Free 2 points, I'll take those anytime.
You got it. We always love free throws. If you don't have to even turn the clock on to begin with, that is really some good stuff.
Scoring while the clock's not running is a good thing.
Devils will have the basketball to start off, working left or right on your dial, your TV, your computer, or whatever you're using. Your phone, as some people do. Devils will work it right side. Geneseo into man-to-man. Checking that starting lineup again. Good cut, Griffith, but it was taken away by Geneseo. That extra starter, I think Humphrey starts, like we mentioned, number 22.
Yep.
Weak side rebound after the 3, no good. We got a jump ball. Brennan Lepper and the Maple Leaf comes down. We got the ball first. Now, interesting. We got it because of the technical, so we didn't have to jump. So, alternate possession arrow goes back over to Geneseo. Devils playing a 2-3 setup, it looked like, to come out of there, right? You got up at the point. Tim Griffith up at the point. I love that.
I think they're man.
They are man-to-man, yes.
Man and switching it up.
In the high post. On the other side is Chris. Chris, K-R-E-I-S-S. Pull-up shot, no good. Good rebound on the weak side by Woodson for the Devils. Devils come down the right side. Skip to the top, that's Wilson Freiberg,
get it to him.
who was sick.
Get it to Lepper. He had him sealed down there. You got to throw it up to him.
Sorry we didn't hear the Coach Douglas. He had here's a shot. Humphrey, turnaround, no good. Rebound
good look.
inside.
Good look. We'll take that all day long.
Barrage with the rebound and the turnover, so the Devils will have it right back. Not protecting the ball on the other side. Devils will bring it up. Humphrey with the ball. Griffith out high too. Woodson flashing up the high post was Lepper, but a pass, a little lazy, and stepping up with a steal going in, and they hand it off, and a dunk. Jack Chris, sure enough. And we are tied up 2-2 early in this one.
And Chris is leading them in scoring, a little over 21 a game.
Devils in the half-court set. Work the left side. Back to the top of the key. Griffith.
Too much
man-to-man.
dribbling.
Tried to go. 2 guys were down on Lepper. Wasn't there. Maple Leafs the other way. And in traffic on the drive. Both officials got the Devils for the foul. Good job of communicating who do you have it on, because there was 2 Devils there.
Well, somebody's got to step up and stop the ball. We ran side by side with them from volleyball line, down to in the lane. You can't do that. Somebody's got to step up, slow it down, and stop the ball.
Kanai called on it. Humphrey for the Devils. First foul of the ball game. Do we have one on the other side? I see one up there, and I don't remember the foul, but nice cut to the basket by Chris. Devils foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Humphrey picked up a foul. He's got 1.
That's 2 then. That's just. I thought they just called it. He's 2 already.
He's got 2 then.
So you get the opportunity to start. You're a good player. In fact, he fouled out up at Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
That's aggressive. You're fine with that.
I like the way he gets out there and sticks his nose into it.
Chris with a free throw for Geneseo. Makes it a 3-2 lead for Geneseo. We know that Geneseo is not red and white. We know the Devils are not black and gold. Ask somebody that heard that before. We'll give you the little explanation later.
What are we doing?
He hits 2 of them. 4-2. Early lead. Devils getting the half-court set. Wilson Freiberg had it, went to Lepper. Left side, Woodson behind the arc. Woodson, no good. But then Woodson tips it, and Freiberg tracks it down with a good steal. But Chris does a great job of taking the ball away, goes coast to coast, is fouled by Tim Griffith, and he's heading the line to shoot 2 more.
Right now the score is Chris 4 and Blue Devils 2.
And that'd be Lepper. So we have 2 guys playing there as he got the first 2 points of the game. Technical foul shots to start off. We don't know why. We'll figure that one out.
Well, we haven't got too many, good looks, at the basket with our offense here in the first, several trips down.
Wellman and Pettit on this, what night is it? Tuesday still? Yes. Crazy weekend here. Second one good. So he's 4 for 4. He's got 6 points. Who is he? Jack Chris for Geneseo. 6-2 with the lead. Man-to-man coming from Geneseo. Driving hard to the hole is Humphrey. That's a nice key with Humphrey up there, him handling the ball as well as Griffith coming out to handle.
Yep.
Wilson Freiberg comes to help as well. Foul was called on number 11, Brody Clements. His first foul. Geneseo's second. Devils have 3 in the first quarter. 5:37 left in the first quarter. Devils down 6-2, out of bounds, under their own basket. Tim Griffith triggers. Out to Humphrey. Being guarded out with the Rex Kern look with the headband and the shade-looking head there. That's Brody Clements. Right side, Lepper's going to fire for 3. In and out. Strong side rebound, Tim Griffith, and he gets fouled on the putback. And that's the play with the young freshman there. Griffith can go in or out. He can hit the shot outside, and he's strong for a freshman.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he handles the ball well. Physical, strong kid, very quick, very athletic.
Tim to the line, misses a free throw. Substitution. Avery Beeston comes in. Freiberg gets a break. And I imagine Wilson's going to be spotting there a little bit since he came off the illness. Energy level. Give us all you got, Wilson, and then we'll turn around and we'll sub you out.
Get you some Gatorade, get hydrated, and get ready to go back in for another 3-4 minute spurt.
Griffith breaks that 6-point run there by Chris. Devils get it another point closer. And a 3-pointer from the left corner. Excuse me, I was on the other end there, folks. And that was Nordstrom drilling that one.
Yeah, Nordstrom's about their only 3-point shooter, so you need to stay up. You need to locate him up and down the floor.
Devils sign themselves down now 9-3. Devils lost the basketball, by the way, and we'll go back to Geneseo with 5:03 left in the first quarter.
1-2-2, 3/4 court ball press by the Devils.
Tim Griffith at the point of that. Beeston and
gotta get
Humphrey.
your hands up.
Wow, beats our pressure easily. Jack Chris gets in there and gets fouled. Luckily, it does not go down, but he will shoot 2. He's already 4 for 4 in the first quarter.
Well, that's one thing these young fellas are going to learn. If you're in a zone defense, you got to keep your hand up and get the deflections. We have people running back with hands down by their side, and it whizzed right by their ear for an easy look for Chris.
Woodson on the foul, his first. And that's the problem. The time it takes is, you and I have talked this, to bring your hands up, the ball's already by you.
Oh, yeah.
Defense, you get your hands up, you can actually back off a guy a little bit.
Well, I used to teach the 1-2-2, and I used to pull my point guard out and, have the guys stand there in the 1-2-2 and put their hands out. At 6'4", 6'5", 6'10". I said, you see any open looks? No.
1 for 2 there for Chris. Good job by the Devils. Humphrey with a nice pass down to Lepper on the left block. He was fouled on the floor, I think. That'll go on Jaden Barrage, his first. Should be 4 and 4 on the team fouls. Actually, the Devils have 5, so everything the last 4:47 of the first is 2 shots.
Good play.
Good play inside. Avery Beeston with the bucket. Good cut and a good pass.
They've extended the 1-2-2 out to full court.
Devils back into the set now. Breaking it. And Woodson was standing straight up. Bernal. And I think you reach your hand forward. That's what you can't do.
You can't do that.
I mean, it was good D coming up, and at 6'1", but you return your shoulders a little ways, so right away you're at a disadvantage. You got to be squared up on those plays.
Yep.
you're squared up, you don't get that call. For Woodson, that's his second foul, by the way. So we've got 2 on Humphrey and 2 on Woodson, with 3 shorter on the bench. Actually 2, because we brought Parker Douglas up. First free throw no good with Grady Bernal. He'll have 1 more. Second one is good. 1 for 2. Last 2 free throws by Geneseo, only 1. Only. They all count. In the half-court set. Humphrey on the right side. Griffith, to the legs. Brings it back across to Woodson. We've got Humphrey on the left wing. High post, Lepper. Woodson dribbles off his foot. Luckily, he picks it back up. It goes away again.
He dribbled off his foot a second time.
Do you think maybe stop dribbling as much? Sorry about that, Coach. But you're dribbling in traffic. Beeston left side to Humphrey. High post still Lepper. Back to Woodson, who looks. Almost taken away by Clements. Back to Beeston on the right side. Good defense coming out of Geneseo on this one. But they give a gap, and it's into Lepper. And if you let that ball get too close like that, Lep's going to get it. Basket, Quincy High.
Good patience on that offensive set there. Good, really good patience.
Devils down 11-7. We got a foul inside. Hand check.
Oh, Beeston at 5'11" down there with Chris at 6'4". That ain't gonna work out too well. You got to try to front. You got to try to front that. Make him throw the lob, and hopefully you got your weak side help set up.
Avery's trying to be beast on.
Well,
Oh, that was a bad pun. Sorry about that, Coach.
You got to look at post.
Now, I love this. They just said Nathan Poulter in the game. Number 10 is Parker Douglas now. So Nathan is one of those guys who stepped away. We had to say that just because the announcer just said that. Second free throw is good. 2 for 2. It's a 13-7 ball game. Geneseo with the lead. In the half-court set now, Parker Douglas will point it up. 3 freshmen.
There you go, right there.
Oh,
good
and a great pass from the left block to the right block. Lepper with the pass. Douglas with a bucket.
Hate to say it, but that might be his biggest strength is his passing ability, and his rebounding.
And the height is the key there. We've talked about it. I mentioned Jack Sigma. You mentioned
the Joker.
There you go.
Because I think he can catch the ball top of the key, hit the 3, make the pass, make a move, quick spin, and get down there 10 foot and, little. Yeah, I think it would work out nice.
Lepper on the foul. His first. Yeah, I know. Anytime you can face up like that.
Oh, yeah.
Ball above your head at 6'7", you can take the shot.
You see a lot of different angles that most people like me and you don't see.
Unless I was jumping, which then we're still not seeing those angles.
No.
2 free throws gone, but Jack Chris gets the rebound. Missed opportunity, but then the Devils get the steal. Devils heading the other way. Right side, Parker Douglas fakes, goes to the hole.
Good pass.
Nice shuffle pass with the left hand. Woodson lost the handle, but still recovers, takes the reverse layup. Good job, Devils. Inside. Beeston gets the rebound, but then we throw it away. Here, Jack Chris takes it to the hole. Luckily, Beeston got fouled, get called for the foul. Geneseo with the bucket, now leading 15-11.
Once again, got to take care of the rock.
In the half-court set, Griffith drives hard to the hole. Oh, no foul. That was surprising there. Took in a double team all the way to the basket. Long pass, easy bucket for Geneseo. Coach Douglas is not very happy with the lack of a call down there. And Van Kierenbrock has the score. That's Quinn. Because there's another one, Kellen, in this game. Right side, good from 3. Avery Beeston hits the 3. WoodmartBuildingCenter.com.
Oh, 2 on Lep.
Lep gets his second. Again, we've been in the double bonus for both teams, so everybody's shooting. 17-14. Nice shot by Avery Beeston on that three. Back to the line, Jack Kress. Boy, I'm glad the guys don't score below him because I've had to take away their first quarter box with all these free throws.
Well, he's got 12 to start with, and a lot of them been at the free throw line.
There's another free throw, too. Hits another. You're going to have to make sure the next guy does not realize he's not in the ball game there. We got a foul on the defense. That'd be Geneseo checking that out.
Number 5.
That was Kellen Van Kierenbrock. And
I was going to say, I'm going to let you say that name because I'll murder it.
You know, it could be broke at the end. And last year when I did mention that name, either the dad or the grandpa was a player, and he was in the house that night. 1:34 left in the first quarter. Geneseo with a 19-14 lead. And I'm going to say Beeston got called for the offensive, but that was a good defensive play.
Yep.
Taking that charge.
Moved his feet, stayed in front of him, got like the forearm in the chest, and, good acting job.
Oh, because it was boom, boom, and Avery couldn't say anything about it because he did beat him to that point.
Well, we'll give him a daytime Emmy for that one.
There you go. Left side, driving baseline. Oh, Jack Chris almost went up and threw it down. He missed it. Did he get the putback? Yes, he did.
Oh, you got to play defense. That was way too easy driving the baseline there.
Misses the dunk and then gets his putback.
Yeah, Woodson didn't do a very good job on that one.
Left corner, shot by Woodson, no good. Here comes Geneseo the other way. Inside, no good on the shot. Lost. Jack Chris gets it though, kicks it back out. Under a minute left first quarter action. Woodson came out, block it, but Chris gets his own rebound. Brendan Lepper did a nice job of playing D with 2 fouls, but Chris all the way to the hole for a bucket. What's he got now, Coach?
Well, Woodson blocked the shot, but you got to make sure that the guy that shot it in front of you doesn't get the rebound.
Parker Douglas with a good drive. Douglas took it all the way to the hole, couldn't get it to go. 27 seconds in the half-court set for Geneseo. Air ball on the weak side. Woodson gets it, gets knocked to the floor, and the lower official, I think, says, look, he got fouled and I didn't call it, so we're going to give the ball because I think we touched it last. Substitution, Wilson Freiberg's back in, Woodson's out. So Parker Douglas along with Avery Beeston, Wilson Freiberg, Tim Griffith, and Brennan Lepper. Geneseo with 21.8 left in the quarter. First quarter. Going to put a little full court pressure on Parker Douglas, bringing the ball down the floor. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Douglas works right, now uses Lepper. No, he doesn't. Good job. And Lepp almost, if he went to the basket, might have been a good screen and roll. There was going to be some help, I think, Coach. But Quinn, yes. Van Kellerbrock commits his first foul. And we're back to the line. Parker Douglas going to get a chance to shoot a couple free throws. Devils on the game are 3 for 4. On the other side, Geneseo's 1 for 4 outside of Chris. Chris is 9 for 10, I believe, Coach. I'll have to double check that.
Well, he's got a nice stroke.
That's Rick, that's
6'4".
Rick Barry-like.
You're sitting there looking at him.
Good looking player.
Junior college down here, something like this. Blackhawk over there, 6'4". He can play a 2.
Second one rattles out for Parker. That's Douglas. And here a trip by accident, Avery Beeston. Avery's going to be whistled for his 3rd foul already, Coach.
Third foul.
3.4. Woodson got the first 2 out there. Humphrey's got 2. Lepper's got 2.
And Beeston didn't even start the game.
But he's been aggressive.
Well,
I like that.
I mean, you got to love that.
At the line, Kellen Van Kellerbrock. He's going to be shooting a couple free throws. Them dead ball points with 3.4 seconds left in the first quarter. Misses the first. So just don't put number 14 on the line. That'd be Jack. He is a jack of all trades. There's no doubt about it. Second one is good. Devils hopefully get the last shot of the quarter. It's up. Oh, off the iron. Beeston fired it up. And we have played 1 quarter in Geneseo. Your score, Geneseo Maple Leafs 24, the Blue Devils 14. Back with the second quarter right here on Mecca Sports Co.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th, Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
And back at Geneseo, Wellman and Pettit after a quarter. Excuse me, there I said 29-14 before we broke. And by the way, we're back here in the Mecca Mobile Studio, brought to you by Sleep Tight, better bed, less money. Also, a break for our new sponsor there, 8 Open and Atlas Slice. Be ready for their ads coming up. They're good. Go down and see Jared Tipton. And I know, or go out to the girls' game at halftime. He has a halftime shootout sponsored by his businesses. So
Beautiful.
1 quarter in the book, Coach. 24-14. In the double bonus.
Way too many points.
On the double bonus. Of course, on their side, I believe 11 free throws on them points. But that can't be right because that would be an odd number, so I'll double check that. Starting the second quarter off, Devils will have the basketball. Avery Beeston's in there with Tim Griffith, Parker Douglas, Wilson Freiberg driving the right side, and Brendan Lepper. Step in. Good job by Freiberg with the step in.
Step in and a little fade and a kiss off the glass.
There you are. Sweet there.
Oh.
Devils almost with a steal here.
Douglas almost got that one.
Devils back in that 1-2-2 with Parker Douglas at the point. Beeston and Freiberg high post. Lepper and Griffith at the low post. Shot from the left side. Oh, a nice little shot there is Kellen Van Karabach. You got 2 of them out here now. And I think we graduated 1 too, Coach. Or maybe one of these were up playing here. In the half-court set. Man-to-man coming out of Geneseo still.
Almost over and back. Oh, they got him.
He did indeed. The official looked. And right away he looked and said, did that actually just happen?
Well, you know, another cheap turnover. You know, the Devils have had 4 or 5 of those, you know, in the first quarter, you know, which has led to points for Geneseo.
Geneseo sends a sub out there. Barrage goes back out. Devils going to play man-to-man on here. In the set, Parker Douglas picking up Bernal. Screen was up there. Good job by Wilson Freiberg helping out. Baseline, good job on defense there, stopping Veloz. Out in front, and a little bump, but it's going to be on the ground.
That was a cheap one.
I thought so.
Because they had like 3 bumps before he called the 3rd one.
They will call it on Parker Douglas, his first actual.
Well, I tell you what, I like his aggressiveness. I like the way he gets after it, you know, and handles the ball and doesn't look like he's scared of anything.
Inside, now back out. Bernal sends it right side from the corner. Actually, Bernal's the one that hit the 3, excuse me. The pass started on this side with then Karabach. 3-pointer out there, makes the score 29-16.
Well, a little bit slow on the closeout by Douglas.
Man-to-man. Douglas to the left side. Lepper's going to pull up for 3. Good! Brendan Lepper from the left side hits a 3-pointer. Devils bring it with 10.
And he turned around and said something to the Geneseo student section over there.
Don't need
after
that.
He made it.
That'll be a 4-year fun then. These kids won't remember that.
Won't
forget that. And a bank 3-pointer. By the way, Lepper's 3-pointer was brought to you by Woodmart Building Supply. And Quinn Van Karabach banks the 3 from outside.
13-point lead now for Geneseo. 5:46 to go here in the second.
32-19. Right side, no good for the Devils.
Little Lep with the board to put back.
Good job, Lep. He gets that one. Devils break 20.
And Lep's got 9 of the 21.
Devils back on defense.
Oh,
and it was a pass across court. Quinn Van Karabach was going to hit his man, but his man made a cut to the basket. Devils will get the ball back. 5:19 left in the first half. Devils are down 32-21 up here in Geneseo. Back in the game, Kenai Humphrey wearing number 22. Number 33 is Wilson Freiberg. Parker Douglas at 10 stays in. Tim Griffith, 32, and Brennan Lepper, 54, the freshman front line there playing. Humphrey looks. Lepper gets the cut, trying to post up. Out in the short corner. Now he does a little fadeaway. No good, but Wilson Freiberg kept it alive. That was a loose ball. I thought Freiberg did a good job of tipping it. And he did. They called it on Barrage, his second foul. Freiberg had one hand up and made a tip. I think that was just a loose ball, no foul.
Oh, yeah.
My own personal
Well, we'll
foul.
take it.
Yes, we will. Good hustle there. Second foul on him. One team foul each in the second quarter with 5:03 left in the quarter.
Bad pass.
Paso thrown up, and here comes Geneseo the other way. Freiberg hustles back. Good job, Wilson. Pull up, though, no good.
Get a rebound.
Keeping it bouncing around. Tim Griffith gets it. That was good hustle by Freiberg getting back. Parker Douglas starts to go baseline. And that's a good call. I don't think he bumped
Very
him.
good call.
But he went out of bounds.
Well, he had that forearm on his hip, as he was going around him. So,
and the
that's
official
a foul.
The official looked and he said, if I call him out of bounds, they're going to scream because there was an arm on him.
Well,
so I got to make the call. 3 fouls on him now. Good stuff. Timeout taken here. We'll take a quick timeout. Devils are down 32-21, 4:46 left in the first half. Blue Devil basketball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the do.
Get a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles right now at Walmart for only $5.67. Choose any Pepsi product. That's a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles for only $5.67. Do the math. That's amazing savings.
Back after the timeout, 4:46 left in the half, 32-21. And welcome 8 Open, as well as Atlas Slice on the break there. Tell you what, I'm hungry now, Coach.
Oh, I haven't eaten all day. I'd like to have one of those smash burgers.
You want to go by after the game?
Oh, I got to go back to Rockford.
You're going
Sorry. I got to work tomorrow.
You're going the wrong direction. First quarter, Devils are down 24-14. We're down by 11 right now. And I believe it is our basketball under the basket as Lepper, Griffith, Parker, Douglas, Humphrey, and Freiberg out there for the lineup for the Devils in a box out of bounds play. Other side at the high post, Van Kierenbrock and Deloze. I'll check the rest of the players over here on the other side. I see the other Van Kierenbrock, so we got them both in the game. Shot from outside, no good. Good screen out, but Tim Griffith got a tip, and Humphrey tracks it down.
Rebounding his effort.
And that was good effort there. Skip down the left corner. Griffith drives to the hole. And a 3-second call as Griffith drives. You know, there is a play where you don't call that on the driver, obviously, or somebody making a move, but Lepp was in the lane. I still think when he makes the drive to the basket. But it's an advantage, I guess, so. And as a good official, you got to call it. You don't think.
Yeah.
If you think, you're not a good official.
I remember a couple of one call 3 seconds down in South Suburban. So
4:25 left first half. Devils down 32-21. Geneseo with the ball. Devils in man-to-man. Oh, good fake and a pass, but an off-balance shot there taken by Van Kierenbrock. Devils get the rebound. Devils are off the other way.
Good
pass to the wing, and Humphrey gets Freiberg for a bucket inside. Good assist and a good cut to the basket.
Once again, that's the way you got to run the floor there. If you're on the floor, you're going to get the easy looks at the hole.
Devils dropping back into half-court set. On defense, man-to-man, left side. Van Kierenbrock switches over right side. That is Nordstrom. Nordstrom tries to make a drive to the basket. Nice move with a spin move all the way to the hole. Nordstrom gets the bucket. Got to get that effort to stop him on that drive.
Well, you got to get a little more physical on that and push him where you want to push it. He just let him go wherever he wanted to.
And now they get Lepper, I think, on an offensive foul down on the block.
That's his third.
Yes, no, it's actually, they put Humphrey up there. Was there an illegal screen or something, Coach? I didn't see that.
We'll take it.
Yeah, it's on their side. Good job. Devils had the ball. Hepper picks it up. Now wait till he gets across. There you go.
No.
He got across. That's what I said. You don't make that pass if it's close.
Yeah, no. You hold on to it. You make sure, you don't have a fast break. Another one of those, not very good turnovers.
Because there was no hurry. We had nothing.
No.
Approaching 3 minutes left in the first half. Drive into the hole, no good. Devils get the rebound. Tim Griffith on the weak side. Tim comes down, hesitates, spins up, off the glass. Great move by Tim Griffith. Sweet move inside on that one, Coach.
That was a coast-to-coast right there.
Gotta like that. Tim's got that ability. Like I say, he can play inside, but at the same time, he can shoot. He can take it to the hole.
Offensive
that's
foul.
a great defensive play there on the Jeremiah. That is the offensive charge that Jeremiah Talton was so good. And that's Parker Douglas.
That's one way to earn some more playing time, be honest with you.
You play D, you're on my team any day.
Yep.
Second foul on the other side against Kellen Van Kierenbrock. He'll go out of the ball game, checking back in.
So right now we got
Quinn Van
3
Kierenbrock.
freshmen, a sophomore and a junior on the court right now.
34-25, Devils down by 9, just inside 3 minutes left in the first half. Lepper at the free throw line, looking for a cutter. Oh, he threw it in traffic. Parker Douglas got the hands on that ball.
What a pass.
And what hands. Parker Douglas with that one.
What a pass.
But these guys have played with each other in the junior high, so they're used to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Approaching 2 minutes left in the half. Stick around halftime. We'll break this one down. We'll tell you about Coach's pregame and how we used it during the girls' game. Jack Chris, who hadn't done any scoring since early. Devils knock it out of bounds with 2:05 left in the half. Chris scored 4 buckets and the rest free throws in the first quarter. And if you can see where he's at there.
He's got 17.
Yeah, so if he's got 17, I'll have to circle that there. We have no points for him in the second quarter. Now he sat a little bit too.
Oh, almost got that one.
On the left wing, Nordstrom for Geneseo. Ball works around into the right corner. Back to the top of the key. Nordstrom came over. Skips over left side. Passing up that 3 was Clements because Lepper came out on him. Bernhall in the set. Chris can't get it, and he throws a pass off the knee. And now here's Douglas with a steal. Actually, the ball was thrown to him, but he'll take the steal. Douglas, left side, being worked on Bernhall. He goes into Lepper on the second block. Lepper with a spin move. 2 moves, little short hook. Oh, baby hook, no
That's
good.
a good look, too.
Can't complain with it. Chris on the other end, he misses. Rebound, Parker Douglas for the Devils.
Oh.
And he lost the hand,
out of control.
Trying to make a move.
And once again, when they go on the fast break, I'd like to see them get it in the middle of the floor and then fill the lanes and go instead of going down one side, because you go down one side, you can only throw it on one side.
Timeout, 30-second. We're just going to keep it right here, though. And that's the thing on that one, Coach. You don't have it. You bring it to the corner. First trailer, second trailer, and then you reset your offense.
Yep.
Pretty simple.
I mean, it's one of those things where you can't force it, if it's not there. And once again, we have 3 freshmen on the court and a sophomore and a junior. So, you know what I mean? Growing pains.
Speaking of the pregame, if you listen to the pregame, we were short because we had to close out the game, set everything out, reset up, and reboot, if you want to say, to get into this one. We had Coach on at halftime of the girls' game. We taped it for the boys' game, but we didn't have 5 minutes. He almost went 5 minutes on that one. So if you want to listen to Coach's comments, go into the girls' game, pull up halftime, and you'll be listening to Coach Douglas on this game here. Not a bad gig, is it?
Yeah.
That works out pretty good.
Yeah.
You can still hear it. Here we got 1 minute, 19 seconds left in the half. 34 Geneseo, Quincy High 27. Geneseo has the basketball.
That's one thing with MegaSportsCo.com. You can go back and watch the Blue Devils 2 years ago against Normal Community.
Indeed. No good, 1-2
Oh,
for
Lepper got his
Geneseo.
third? No.
And we're reaching, and it was a lot of distance between. It had to happen low on the body.
Well, the guy kind of bounced off of him, so,
Yeah,
you know.
everybody's gonna
Hey, well, you know, that's the thing.
Indeed.
That's his third. 105. I was thinking maybe get him out for the last minute to 2 minutes so he doesn't pick up that third so he can come out third quarter, you know, fresh, but picked it up.
You adjust. No good on the first free throw. That's Brody Clements. You know, aside from Chris.
I mean, the thing about Lep, he doesn't even have to move. You know, people bounce off of him, they're going to give him the foul. But if he's straight up and down, shouldn't be a foul.
That's the key. We talked about it in the first game, too. Getting those shoulders and squaring up. One more for Geneseo at the charity stripe. No good.
Get the
Woodson
rebound.
Was there. Oh, rebound. It was Woodson and Douglas.
No box out of the, you know, shooter.
3 no good.
That's
Parker
a
Douglas.
foul.
And
2 fouls.
Yes, and Coach Douglas was up because Parker Douglas got that first rebound, got bounced to the next guy who fouled him. Finally, with 54.3, foul was called. That foul was called on Jack Chris, his first. Well, it'd be nice to see him. You know, I don't think he fouls. He's a pretty good player all the way around. Parker Douglas across the timeline now. Tim Griffith on the other side of the court. High post, Woodson. He got there in time. Oh, that was a bad call. That guy went on the official, went on the fans going, oh, because Woodson got set and was there. Clements went down, so we don't want to see him hurt.
That's his third. Woodson's third also.
Woodson 3, Lepper 3, Humphrey 3, Beeston 3. And that's not sponsored by Woodmark Building Center.
We are playing at the Leaf.
Indeed. That was a shame there. I normally would, and once he got there in time, but it was a pretty close. And what Parker needs to do, wait till he gets stops and gets set.
Oh, yeah.
And it's your responsibility to bring the man to him.
Yep.
Freshman, you'll learn. I mean, that's something simple. It's all part of the learning curve. 34-27, 44.2. So Parker Douglas, Wilson Freiberg, Tim Griffith, Kenai Humphrey, and now in the game for the last half a minute, Carter Trowbridge in the half-court set. See, me, I was watching everything else going on, waiting for that one. Down to 30 seconds. Fake and all the way to the hole. Boy, we just got blown away on that one. Nordstrom with a bucket all the way. Easy 2 for Nordstrom. Devils work it down. 18 seconds left in the half. Driving to the hole, Humphrey. And Humphrey's going to get a whistle and a call against the Maple Leafs.
That should be their 5th, so we should be going to the foul line.
Kenai will get a 2-shotter with 13.8 seconds. Of course, they didn't talk to Coach, and it's Kenai. It's canny to them. How canny? He'll get 2 shots here. Foul was whistled on Quinn Van Kierenbrock, his second. Ooh, rattled in, rattled out. Sub for the shooter, waiting to go in. Emmerich Batley, number 3. 13.8. Let's get this one to go down. Humphrey's second one. Good. 1 for 2. Breaks in the scoring column. 36-28, 13.8. Geneseo with the ball. Full court pressure being applied. We told you Emmerich Batley is in the ball game. Backcourt with Parker Douglas. Into the front court. Oh, and they get it down on the baseline, and Quinn Van Kierenbrock started to dribble and it went up the back of his foot. Devils ball with 6.3 left in the
That's
quarter.
where you catch it, pivot, and shoot a layup instead of dribbling.
Devils now. Douglas across the timeline, down to 3, all the way to the hole.
Oh.
Floater, no good. But a nice shot off the glass. If Griffith could have got out in front, he might have got the putback there, but it is halftime. Devils are down by 8, 36-28, Coach.
Much better job in the second quarter of defending. We gave them 24 in the first, game 12 here in the second. That's the kind of defense you're going to need in order to be successful, in this game.
Tenacious it is. Halftime. Come on back. We'll talk about this one. We've got some other stuff to talk about, including Vespers, right away. As I don't know if Coach Obert I thought he was yelling at an official. He was actually talking to Wilson about something he needed to be on the floor. Good stuff out there coaching. So, halftime, Geneseo 36, Quincy High 28. Back at halftime right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
This game is brought to you by Mecha Sports Co. You can find us at mechasportsco.com, on YouTube at youtube.com/@mechasportsco, and on Facebook at facebook.com/mechasportsco. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any coverage for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams, boys and girls. Get the play-by-play and color call from Wellman and Pettit exclusively on Mecha Sports Co.
At Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville, we believe everyone deserves a better night's sleep. Discover top mattress brands like Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. Your purchase always includes free delivery, free setup, and free removal of your old mattress. Plus, enjoy 0% interest for up to 5 years. Better bed, less money. Only at your locally owned Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville, where comfort and community come together.
Sleep tight. Sleep tight.
This season on Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Yes, college football is back.
Our lives finally have meaning again.
After a really long off-season.
Look, our QB's on the draft slide.
Whoa! Oh, he's going. To where? Not where he expected.
Everything will be questioned.
What is this place?
Don't they know it's Saturday?
Everything.
College football is changing.
The Dr. Pepper flavors, too.
It's all connected.
Fansville Season 8.
I don't think I've ever seen someone slide so far.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
It's halftime in Geneseo. Jeff Wellman, Dave Pettit. Coach, we've gotten through the first. After one, down 24-14. Gave up the last 7 of the first quarter. Second quarter came around. Devils played a little bit better there. It was a much better, actually, as we just talked about before the break. Now it's 36-28, and we're only down by 8.
Well, we won the second quarter. I mean, you got to basically, focus on, one trip at a time, down on the offensive end, and one trip at a time on the defensive end. There are no shots, that, you can get 8 points on. So you got to work it, and it starts on the defensive end. If you can defend, if you can rebound, and then get out. And I tell you what, we made some bad decisions. There's probably 5 or 6 turnovers that if we had those back, you know what I mean, and got good shots on those, and or not letting them go down, for a transition bucket, I think we'd be in a little bit better shape. But, overall, first quarter a little shaky, second quarter very good.
Coach, there is a 15-point play, but you have to play in the MTV games. I don't know if they still do that or not out there.
Yeah.
By the way, Coach, they're trying to throw us off and put us into the fourth quarter. They're playing Hey Baby at halftime. How dare they do that?
Well, this is Geneseo. I mean, we're at the Leaf. We're not a Blue Devil gymnasium.
It's halftime here. We are down, and, of course, had some good looks there. Glancing down. Of course, foul trouble's a problem. Lepper's got 3. Humphrey's got 3. Douglas doesn't have 3. Beeston has 3.
Got 3.
Woodson has 3.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we got 4 people with 3 fouls, and to be honest with you, 3 of them are starters. So, we're going to have to, make sure maybe sit back in a 2-3 zone here to start with. Yeah, you know what I mean? Put Lepper in the middle and let him cover, block, and in the middle, just to stay out of foul trouble. If we keep those guys with 3 fouls going into the fourth quarter, I think we'll be in good shape. If we pick up a 4th one early, we're going to be in trouble.
Big key there, Coach, is, as we know, when we don't have people matched up in that zone, we're going to have to find people to screen out for the rebound.
Yep. But, well, and, my thing is, putting Lep there in the middle, we're not chasing him out to the corner, chasing him out to, challenge shots at the three-point line, we got him right there, and you're going here to here and, go from there. And I think, well, putting him there too, they might be driving at him and, pick up that fourth foul also. So, but
we can't tell Avery Beeston to go in there and play 6-7.
No.
That's the problem.
No.
And so Lep in there, it's a good point out here. Hey, the sights and sounds of the holiday season are here. We've seen the snow the last couple of weeks. You heard me talking about listening to the music up here in the Quad Cities. This Sunday actually, December 14th, 2 performances, 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock, Vespers 2025. Adults are $18, students are $12. Doors open 30 minutes before. You're going to see the QHS Concert Choral. You're going to see the QHS Concert Choir. You're going to see the QHS Madrigal Choir. If you ask me what the difference of all three is, I'm going to send you to the guy who runs the choirs, Paul Sheeler. And Paul will tell you, by the way, Paul's a great ping pong player. Him, Rick Miles, and of course Coach Bruner battled for the city championships many times. Bruner's got a city championship, by the way. Also out there will be the QHS Brass Choir under Jeff Duffy, and we've got also the QHS Concert Orchestra. Bethany Oddie will be there. If you want to learn more about this, qps.org/music. It's the sights and sounds of the holiday season, Vespers 2025. And it's halftime out here, and music across the way as well. We'll take another break. We'll come back. It's Quincy High Blue Devil basketball right here on mechasportsco.com.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from all of us here at Kunis Hyundai
and Kunis Honda of Quincy. As we wrap up another wonderful year, we just wanted to say thank you
to our friends, customers, and neighbors across the Quincy community.
Your trust and support made 2025 an incredible year for our Kunis family.
From our family to yours.
We wish you peace, joy, and safe travels this holiday season.
Merry Christmas and a very happy New Year.
Mecha Sports Co. is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Mecha Sports Co., your streaming platform for all Quincy High School basketball. Like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube to follow the action. Just search Mecha Sports Co. MECCASPORTSCO. And you can also find us at mechasportsco.com for the full game schedule and more.
Back at Geneseo halftime. A couple minutes to go here. Geneseo has an 8-point lead here, Coach. Hey, we talked about Evan Massey. We'll do a little teaser. Massey was a coach at Galesburg for years, 1,018 wins, I think. National Coach of the Year one year. Just has a lot out there. And we hopefully maybe he'll be around to talk to him a little bit. He's talking about the changing rules in the shot clock. So he went back, and as we mentioned, the initial changing of the rules from way back when Coach Bearden played and had the peach basket, you had to jump after every basket. You couldn't dribble the basketball. Those are some big changes way back then. Another one was, whose ball is it? They had no lines. So the ball went into the stands or in the balcony, and I'll tell you, when I remember being a freshman or sophomore playing up in Keokuk on a stage, and you didn't go for that ball, you went out and just chased it down. So they started putting chicken wire up on some of the courts to keep the ball from going out, and this is where the word cagers, they played in the cage and known as a cager. So there you go. If you hear somebody calling you that, and of course the big man, they always tried to stymie in the game. Way back when they basically widened the lane. There was no dunking. So there's a lot of things that short that one out there. But we'll talk some more because there's some other stuff in here. Like you and I as coaches, in our career, there was no coaching until 1948-49. It was unsportsmanlike for you to sit there and coach. And if you made a comment, you were warned once. If you made another comment, you got a T, and that's where really practice makes perfect for the games, I guess, and that's where some of those phrases I'm sure came. So, Evan Massey, thank you very much, and hopefully when we get to Galesburg, we'll check you out. Taking a quick break here. When we come back, second half of Blue Devil basketball right here, mechasportsco.com.
Better bed, less money at Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster with free delivery, setup, removal, and 0% financing for up to 5 years.
Sleep tight. Sleep tight.
Back here at Geneseo. Coach, so the second half, better yet, Coach is in the locker room. You're a fly on the wall. What's he saying at halftime?
Well, you got to bring the same intensity out that you did, the second quarter. unlike the first quarter, you got to come out, you got to defend, you got to rebound, take care of the basketball a little bit better, and things will end up good for you here tonight.
Well, we talked about this 4 years ago, and it was a very talented freshman class at that time, that class that graduated. And again, I didn't have a chance to go over some of those guys and where they're at, so we'll share that for the next broadcast. I might share it along the way just a little bit as a teaser out there. And, of course, we're missing Jewels, and that's a key there. But I'm going to tell you, I think the freshman, Parker Douglas coming off the bench, Tim Griffith handling the ball, those two guys are doing a pretty good job out there.
Oh, yeah. Well, and they'll get better as the season goes on. The more they pay against this competition, the better they will be, the more they will realize what they have to do in order to be successful.
And, of course, we can't wait to get some of those guys back, especially Milton Whitfield. And we're ready to start the second half. It'll be Geneseo basketball as we check in there. They'll be working left to right in the second half, leading 8 by 8 points. We'll give you the lineups here in a second as we check out the movement of the basketball. Back to the top of the key. Three-pointer, no good. Ball's tipped around, getting his own rebound, taking it all the way in, almost getting a fourth foul, but does it on Lepper. Taking that shot was Nordstrom. Ball got thrown out of bounds out there on the right side. We'll catch up to it in a second here. There you go.
If it's not there, don't throw it down there. Hold on to it, bring it down, and run a set.
Yeah, that's where you.
Because even if he'd have caught it, they were 3-on-4.
And you talk about that. You love to see the aggressiveness of young players, and they don't know yet, but you don't want to call them back too much because, again, it's easier to call a guy back a little bit than tell him you got to get aggressive. Inside Wilson Freiberg, the ball was lost, and Chris, he's the only guy that went after it. Missed the layup, and Woodson gets it for the Devils.
Good
Down.
pass.
Good pass into Wilson Freiberg. Freiberg with the bucket, the first one in the second half. He's got 6 in the ball game. Turn around. Oh, and a good move there on the other end. Freiberg was trying to play some good defense and a good turnaround on Jack Chris. He's going to get an and one. Did not score at all in the second quarter.
And I thought that was pretty decent defense.
I did too.
By Mr. Freiberg.
.38-30, trying to complete it. We got a lane violation in the middle of, which doesn't make sense. Why do you call it in the middle of? Because he's shooting. Wait till the ball hits
goes
the rim.
In or
not, and then you blow the whistle.
Yeah.
That was kind
of. Well, if it goes in, you blow the whistle and give him the ball and go.
Yeah. So the ref saying, well, we don't have anything there, do we? 7:01 left in the third. 38-30. Geneseo with a lead.
I don't know what's going on.
Kind of looks like Roderick Rudd a little bit there. That's a good thing, Roderick. As they explain this one, it's the and one. Jack Chris trying to put the 3-point play there.
So they got a lane violation, or what's the deal? Lane violation?
33.
I thought they called a foul the first time, but okay.
They're flashing the 23 on the. Oh, there they finally flashed 33. So they are going to give Wilson, but they're giving him a second foul. I thought that was his first. So if he did have one in the first half, I missed it. He does have two. Surely they didn't give him 2 on one play. Well, wait, he had the foul on the play, and then he gave him another foul. So, yes, 2 right there. Thanks, Coach. It's a lot of wasted time here. I guess get it right, so. Good job working it out,
so
guys.
they call a second foul, so it's out of bounds. He doesn't get to shoot the free throw again.
But they
give it to the Bluto. Okay.
That don't make sense. Wow. And they got Freiberg up on the board for 2. Cale Whitaker hasn't come in on the other side, so it can't be the 33 on the other side as we ponder. While we're pondering the sights and sounds of the season, Vespers 25, this Sunday, 2 and 7 o'clock. Paul Sheeler, let me know what the difference between the choirs and the choral. Hey, we're back to action. Time to wake me up. In the half-court set, the Blue Devils. In front of their own bench. Woodson pulls up from 20. No, off the right side.
Not a good shot.
Well, especially since it didn't draw iron. In transition, everybody left him. And after Barrage was there, defense made him stop. But then nobody picked him up, so he said, well, then I'll just light it up for three. They must have gave that free throw to him, too, because on Chris. Because the way the score is now, Devils in the half-court set, 42-30. Man-to-man coming out of Geneseo. Lepper at the top, goes right side to Humphrey. High post is Griffith. Left side, Wilson, Freiberg. Good drive all the way to the hole, and Humphrey with the basket. And what they tell you, Coach, if someone doesn't stop you, keep your dribble.
Keep going.
Nice job by Kanai. Makes it inside 6 minutes, 42-32. Top of the key, foul out high. Wilson Freiberg playing some hard defense against Barrage, who's got 3 fouls. Wilson now might have his third as well. So those two guys banging in there. 3 apiece.
Yeah, we still got 5:52 here to go to the third quarter.
And we've got 3 fouls.
Yeah.
One on the other side. Wilson's got to take a seat. Parker Freiberg. No, Parker would be his brother, or no, his dad, uncle, excuse me. Chris drives the baseline and scores. And that was way too easy, Coach.
Well, Lep came over, but he was a little bit late. He could have picked up his fourth. Made a good decision not challenging it.
Down the block. Good pass from the right block to the left. Douglas had passed the ball, and it was right there. Lepper couldn't get it. It rolled out. 44-32. Devils on the defense. Ball goes out of bounds. We'll stay down here. Humphrey touched it last. Humphrey, Douglas.
I like Humphrey and Douglas
Griffith,
in the backcourt with their defense getting after it, for sure.
Good line up there from the Devils. Chris makes a cut to the basket. Said he comes out here to the right wing. That was Nordstrom with the ball. Back to the top of the key it goes. Bernhall. Lepper's on him. Ball was skipped out to the left wing. Oh, a little push off of the elbow, straight arm. Good D by the Devils. Almost a travel by Chris. Good job by a numero counterpart. That's Woodson playing D on Jack Chris. Good job by the defense stopping it. That was Humphrey. Woodson let him go by, didn't get the feet moving, but misses the shot. Lepper had it knocked out of bounds. Blue Devil basketball. 4:45 left in the third, 44-32. Devils are down by 12. Glad you're with us on this Tuesday night. Girls won, by the way, in a good ball game there. 66-31. Does that sound right, Coach?
63-31.
Yes, it was. Thank you. I wanted to sneak another 3 in there. Tim Griffin. Woodson on the right side. Parker Douglas on the right wing. Leopard is a back screen for Woodson at the top. There's a backdoor cut. Humphrey wasn't there, but he kicks it back out. Parker Douglas for 3.
Oh.
No good. Lepper gets the one-hand rebound. Lepper with a great one hand. The mitt went out and just brought that ball in, and the Devils get the score. And an offensive foul, Coach.
Yep. Another Jeremiah.
Bernhall gets called for the foul.
Is that Douglas' second? If I'm not mistaken, second Jeremiah for tonight.
Yeah, he took the one a little earlier.
Yep, that was his second right there.
44-32, Devils get the basketball back. Double checking all my notes here while I'm.
It's got 44-34 up there, so we're 10 down with 4:11 to go.
Yep. Devils on the right side, Humphrey.
All the way.
Humphrey double pumps on the drive in. Humphrey with the bucket. Nice job. 44-36. Shot from outside and the three-pointer.
That was an NBA 3 there.
Nordstrom hits his second of the ball game. Geneseo gets a 3, takes the lead now 47-36. Good fake inside from Parker Douglas. That was a sweet fake there, waiting for the defense.
5'8", you know, with the 6'1", going at him. So, yep, you got to do that, get it in.
Get the head fake, get it there. 47-38.
Travel.
Traveling outside. Devils will get the basketball back.
Good job by Woodson moving his feet and making, Crest put it down and put his head down. So
3:23 left in the third quarter here in Geneseo. The Maple Leafs 47, the Blue Devils 38. Inside 10. Little full court pressure being applied in the backcourt on Humphrey. At the timeline, Humphrey gets it across left side. Lobs inside. Lepper keeps it up high. Good assist by Douglas. Give the basket to Brendan Lepper. Now that's the angle you take there, Coach, and get it up in the air.
Yep.
Devils back on defense. Right side for Geneseo. In the corner. Bring it out in front. Shot. Easy way to get to the basket. Shot was missed there by Karabrock, but the Devils get the rebound. And in transition, down to Griffith on the right side. Lepper gets the basket. And the Devils do a great job of moving the ball down the court. Unselfish and great passing, Coach.
When the big fella runs the floor, you got to feed the beast.
Uh-oh, that's my time. Feed me, Seymour, feed me. And the Devils on a run. I can't tell you it's 8, but it's at least 6. As we got 2:44, we're going to stay here in the third quarter. 47-42, it's a 5-point deficit.
Well, yeah, and they've done a good job here taking care of the basketball and rebounding. That's what it all comes down to with this group. And, the play by the two guards, the freshman Douglas and the sophomore Humphrey, gosh, they've been the spark plug that's got them going.
Griffith having a good ball game as well, unofficially. Looking across the way. They got the fouls in there, but not the points, because that Griffith, that's right, Griffith only has 3. Freiburg has 6. Did we say 12 for Lep?
Lep's got 15 up there on the board.
That is 15 then. I might be a little behind. That's okay. I'll get mine when I go back and watch MeccaSportsCo.com tonight when I get home and review this game, as you can too. 2:44. Geneseo have the basketball. They got to work to your left or right. 84 feet. Check that, 85 feet. 85 for high school floor, 94 for the college ranks. And in the backcourt, Parker, Douglas, and Humphrey putting a little pressure out there. Front court, Griffith, Woodson, Jr., and Lepper. Left side. Way to move the feet. Crux comes in. Partially blocked shot by Lepper. Lepper a little frustrated, but he holds his composure there.
He fouled him.
Yeah, well, it was the body. Yep.
It was a foul.
You might get a little contact with the hand, but unless you're playing the big boys or in your front yard, the driveway, that's a call. Chris, they head back to the line.
Well, you almost got to get him out now and hold him until about 5 minutes to go in the game. And hopefully you can stay right where you're at, 5 down.
3 fouls on the Devil, 2 on the other side for the Maple Leafs. Second free throw.
Coach is going to roll the dice and leave him in.
Ball rolls out. So 0 for 2 from Jack Chris keeps it a 5-point game. Make sure you stick around for the Hardy's post game, brought to you by Brian Harms and 30th and Broadway. Nice little floater. Get in there. But one more bounce on the basket, and it was one extra bounce that gave Woodson the chance for the putback.
Good effort by Woodson on the offensive glass.
Indeed. Like I said, Parker on that one, that extra bounce gave Woodson the time to get it. Inside 2 minutes in the third. 3-point game. Devils down. Playing some good D. Left side bringing it around is Karabrock. Van Karabrock. Nordstrom goes over to help. Back to the top of the key, Jack Chris. Being guarded by his numero counterpart, Woodson. Cheap.
That's his fourth.
But cheap defense too, right?
Yeah.
So
you're reaching in. Yeah, you can't reach in on defense. You play defense with your feet, not with your hands.
That is number 4 against the Devils. So the next one is 2 shots for the last minute 45. Geneseo comes back out high.
I mean, you're rolling the dice, leaving those 2 guys in with 4 fouls with $1:35 left in the third.
And especially Humphrey's aggressiveness inside. Douglas did a good job of hustling, and then Lepper got the rebound on that one. And we were worried about another foul there for a moment.
Well, yeah. And these guys, you never know what you're going to get.
Right. I mean, they're calling
as Forrest Gump would say.
Good backdoor cut. Griffith tried to grab the handle to send it to the corner for an open shot. Good job by that official on that wing that saw the little slap on the forearm and why Griffith lost the ball.
I like to see what the total fouls are from Quincy and Geneseo, because I look up on their board, we got a 3, a 2, a 1, a 2, and a 1, and we got 3, 4, 4, 3. Hey, you know what I mean? It's
first quarter it was even because both guys in the last 4 minutes were shooting 2 shots. Since then, and it's not, we're reaching and fouling. I mean, we just got to stop the reach. Minute 15, Devils have the ball.
Terrible
that one-hand pass, trying off a dribble. And then that goes the other way, and Chris goes down and dunks it.
Well, and the thing that coach is going to go crazy about is, you make the bad pass, and then
don't hustle.
Once they make the bad pass, and then
Douglas pull up there in the lane. Parker Douglas with a sweet basket there. If they're not going to stop you, you keep dribbling, and then, like you said, Coach, if you can't get all the way to the lane, pull up for the little shot.
Little 10-footer.
42 seconds left in the quarter. That's the third. 49-46. Devils are only down 3.
Woodson's out.
And he tried to say he went up, but the guy got in the air, and when he's in the air, you're at the mercy. Nordstrom will shoot 2. Nordstrom's a nice little move to the hole. He's got 10 unofficially in my book.
Yep, that's what they got him for up on the board, too.
Woodson, his 4th foul. 2 shots on that one, whether he was driving or not. We've got 5 fouls with 36.5 left in the quarter.
Shoot, I thought he had 4.
I did too there, Coach. When you said that, I looked up and went, oh, we had a break there. 50-46. Second one good as well. Quick substitution there on the second one. Nordstrom goes out. Coming back in, number 11, Brody Clements. 51-46. All scoreboards are the same, and I got 3 of them I'm working on. Here we go, Parker Douglas on the move. And he's getting a hand check all the way down the floor from Kellen Van Kierenbrock. It'll be his 3rd.
Yeah, we should be shooting free throws now. That should be their 5th foul.
I got 4 down on my book, so I didn't know. But
well, they had 4 up there, but okay.
So another one where that wasn't matching for them down there, but 32.8 left in the 3rd. We'll take another offensive push at this. Avery Beeston's in the ball game. Parker Douglas, Tim Griffith, Woodson Jr., and Lepper. Lepp pouts out to the left. Woodson trying to post up. Let him post, that's all right. They exchange. Good cut, Griffith
Good
to the
pass.
hole. Count it! Tim Griffith to the hole. Lepper with the assist. Griffith looking at a blue-collar 3.
Another good pass, and, good finish by Griffith with his left hand going up strong.
Tim Griffith with a good cut to the hole. I tell you, these kids, especially those that played together, they're meshing, and we've still got a couple guys waiting to get into this lineup.
Oh, yeah.
Foul was called, the 4th one on Bernhall. Trowbridge gets to come in. Woodson gets to get out. Great job by Coach with 22 seconds getting him on the bench with 4 fouls.
I'd have probably done it another minute earlier, but we'll go ahead and take it like this now. We got lucky. Get in there.
No good, and Avery Beeston with a great move down there. Hits the ball off the defense. And, Coach, after that basket, I thought it was 51-51, but I guess I'm going to have to check out how I missed that because, that was their side over there. I flipped over my 2 scores there. Sorry about that, folks. 51-48. I just looked at that. I was giving the wrong team the last couple scores. Griffith with the ball. 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Patience, run a good set, get a good shot.
Lepper has it up top with Jack Chris on him, man-to-man.
Oh!
Ball got there, but
I don't know how it got through there.
Freiberg went and got it. Shot from the wing. Good from 3. Avery Beeston drills one. His 2nd in the ball game.
All right, stop the ball.
We got a 51-51 game. No good on the other end, and that's the way it's going to end the quarter. Devils fight back the 3rd quarter after a great defensive 2nd quarter, and we are knotted up 51-51 going to the 4th. Hey, baby, now. That's what happens when you play it at the wrong time, band from Geneseo. 4th quarter coming out. Devil basketball, Blue Devil basketball, Western Big Six style, right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from all of us here at Kunis Hyundai
and Kunis Honda of Quincy. As we wrap up another wonderful year, we just wanted to say thank you
to our friends, customers, and neighbors across the Quincy community.
Your trust and support made 2025 an incredible year for our Kunis family.
From our family to yours.
We wish you peace, joy, and safe travels this holiday season.
Merry Christmas and a very happy New Year.
Back in Geneseo, the Mecca Mobile Studio, brought to you by Sleep Tight, better bed, less money, Jacksonville and Macomb. Also, don't forget, stop by 8 Open and Atlas Slice. That's slice of pizza. Ooh, that sounds good right about now. And I still want to see some of the crazy pizzas. Starting the fourth, knotted up, 51-51. Devils will have the basketball. It's Parker Douglas, Wilson Freiberg, Thomas Woodson Jr., giving Lepper a break, Avery Beeston, and Tim Griffith. Pass. Trying to find Freiberg, threw it right in his hands instead of bouncing that in. Shot at the basket, no good. Devils will have the first foul of the fourth quarter.
I think it was on Beeston. That's his third, I believe.
Fourth,
okay.
Yep. Remember, he came in and went boom, 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 boom. And he was trying to be a beast, and he was. Jaden Barrage.
Well, we got 3 of them with 4, and 3 of them with 3?
Good news is you get 5, and don't use them all, and you can't take them home. They don't transfer. Barrage 0 for 3 from the charity stripe. He's got a 3-pointer in the third quarter. And he finally hits one. I did that reverse. I shouldn't have done that, the reverse jinx for him.
No, and he's got a nice stroke, too, so.
Devils in the half-court set. 52-51, down by 1. Freiberg drives to the hole. Good drive. Couldn't get the ball up. Partially contacted. Geneseo gets the rebound.
And one thing, Douglas stopped the dribble drive, and made him set it up instead of going to the basket for, a transition layup.
There you are, folks. Stop the basketball on the break. So important. And the farther out, the better. Good hands by Freiberg. Tipped the ball away, but Geneseo comes away. Nordstrom was there.
Gotta love it.
Bernhall brings it to the point. He's got Griffith on him. Right side it goes to Clements. They go inside, and they're going to call an offensive foul.
No.
Oh, I thought for sure. They pointed towards the Blue Devil bench. I thought he pointed the other way, like we're going the other way.
Well, once again, when you're guarding a post player down there on the block, you got to get in front of them, make them lob it over. And then you get your weak side help. You can't stand behind a 6'1" dude.
Chris missed the first shot, got his rebound. Good job by Freiberg not fouling down there.
Well, Chris got 26 now per the board.
54-51, the first 3 points of the quarter.
Oh, long one.
Shot no good by Avery Beeston. Barrage picks up the rebound over his own man on that one.
I'd rather see him working a little bit more and get a little bit closer, get a better shot on that possession.
Bad pass there, but Clements tracked it down, working against Beeston. Shot no good. Beeston playing good D.
Good rebound by Woodson.
Yep, Parker Douglas on the outlet. Beeston on the left wing. Beeston going to the strong of the hole. And we had a foul. That was after Beeston already went by his man. Chris was going to block his shot, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I think it was Nordstrom, wasn't it?
We'll have a check here. Lepper will come back in. Wilson Freiberg will check out with 6:13 left in this one. They haven't put it up on the board yet to see who it was on. First foul goes against Geneseo in the fourth quarter. I still don't see it. Parker Freiberg triggers to Woodson. Woodson drives out in the middle on Chris. Spins, then tries to do a step back. Had it blocked. Thought he might get it, but Barrage stepped in to get it. And Chris gets it, but they're going to wave it. Yep. There you go. The official was calling goaltending.
Offensive.
But Barrage blocked his own man's shot on the backboard, so it waves it off. Now,
no basket.
Do you get the one shot? Good question.
I think you should get one. Shouldn't get two.
But do you not? I would argue you get none, but you were fouled before the the goaltending. So I will say he should get one shot. I'm going to put
they're giving him two.
Well, that would make sense then, too, because it was on the drive, I guess. So that's an interesting twist there, Coach.
Well, because, yeah, I mean, that would have been a basket. You know what I mean?
Instead, he does get the free throw. Who did they call the foul on, Coach? They kind of like decided they're not going to put him up on the board anymore.
I thought it was Griffin.
We'll give you a check on that in a second here. First 4 points of this quarter. On the other side, missing the second free throw. Devils working down in the half-court set. Driving baseline.
Good pass.
Great job by Carter Trowbridge. Drives the lane or the baseline with the score.
Another assist for Lepper. Give and go. Don't. Oh. Good defense by Lepper, not fouling. Then he got the rebound.
That's a good job not making Chris. In the left corner, Trowbridge loses the handle on the ball. (55-32). You know, I thought they might have gave an extra point there. I didn't have any more for Trowbridge. And that's right, 51-53. So 55-53. Geneseo with the ball. Bernhall. You got Nordstrom on the left lane, Barrage on the right. Inside Clements, and then Chris came all the way out. We have a hand check against the Devils on the drive.
Trowbridge.
His first. And as long as you don't use 5 up when we put him on the line, that's not a bad foul there, although.
We're at 4 now. Next foul, they'll be at the line for the last 5 minutes plus.
And that is not good. 5:24 left. Parker Douglas guarding the out of bounds. Lepper, Griffith, Beeston, and Trowbridge. And you got Beeston and Trowbridge as your post players. Somebody give help. Barrage. Oh, not bad. They make Barrage miss the shot, and Lepper gets the rebound. Parker Douglas in the half-court set. Approaching 5 minutes left. Devils are down by 2. Right side Trowbridge back to Parker Douglas. Man-to-man come from Geneseo. Lepper's in the high post. Ball to the right side. Backdoor cut. Douglas. Oh, it was there. Beeston with a good pass. Douglas had it, just rolled off the front of the iron. Other side. Clements made a good cut, but they got to bring it back out. Devils did a good job of covering up. Chris misses the 3. The tip comes back to Chris. And Chris drives the hole and scores.
Big basket for Geneseo.
You get a break and then you lose it on the end. Ball tipped out, 57-53. Inside. Good job by Douglas as he fakes. Got the man up in the air. The second guy blocked his shot.
Yeah, the second guy blocked the shot. Yeah, he had 2 of them on him down there on the block.
He's going to get called for the so Douglas will go to the line. Foul was called against Nordstrom. Nordstrom's got 3. Douglas hits the first.
Pretty good game for the freshman. He's up to what, 9 points now?
I almost had him. Well, hold on. I thought he had him to 12, but we'll do a double check
there.
He
had 9 up there, so I don't know.
First shot good. Second shot good as well. Parker Douglas connects on 2. Makes it a 2-point game again. 57-55. Devils down by 2. Geneseo in the half-court set. Devils playing man. Kick on the ball on the baseline with 4:13 as I look through 3 baskets and 2 supports.
And a fan.
Exactly. And we don't mean a fan. We mean a big fan.
Yes.
We'll shoot it for you. If you haven't seen it during the broadcast, I don't know how you missed it. Oh, and a good cut from the weak side. Burridge. I've been calling him Barrage, excuse me. Burridge with the easy bucket there. Devils back in the set, 59-55. Geneseo with the lead. Lepper picked up his dribble. Backdoor cut, passes it within 3 guys. And the
I don't
ball,
know how it got there.
It squirted out. It shouldn't have got there. Griffith went up strong, and Tim's going to shoot 2. That ball shouldn't have been passed and shouldn't have got there.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's burned out up there because they're not putting the player fouls down here. Somebody have to go home. Sorry, I can only do a half for you there. I'm going to have to watch the table now when they come over instead of counting on looking up at the board. 3:53 left. That is on the board. 59-55, Geneseo leads.
We're at the foul line shooting a couple, so hopefully we can cut this lead in half.
Unofficial, I got Tim with 1 for 2 early in the first quarter and then missing the and 1, so 1 for 3. Ryan Brown's asking and Andy Douglas about the situation. They're not going to let, I'm kind of confused. I wish we had a microphone down there. Now you've got all the coaches except Jeff Obert asking, did they call that on Woodson or something, and that's 5, and that's why it's not up on the board?
Oh, Woodson wasn't even in the game.
That's what I meant.
He wasn't in the game. He was trying to come into the game, and they won't let him. I guess.
Well, you'd wait until the second shot. So that's an obvious.
Yeah.
So I don't know anybody's arguing about that. We're trying to get a guy out, but nothing happens in the first shot.
Or did Woodson actually have the 5 fouls like we thought earlier? Because we had 4 did. I thought he fouled out.
All right, there's a story for Brad Hoyt coaching at Culver. I'm covering the game at Missouri Valley. All of a sudden, there's a foul called on the wrong guy. And I'm talking about.
Well, he was trying to get in the game, and they're like, no, he fouled out, I guess. I don't know.
Anyway, I was telling Hoyt's right next to him, and I go, they called it on the wrong guy. Hoyt yells at the official. He goes over and changes it and then says, oh, by the way, now, Bryce Fancia, that's his 5th foul. He's gone. After he's just been running up and down the court. And Bryce, of course, brought a couple good teams to the Quincy Shootout. That's going to be exciting this year. Got a game in Vashon, got 4 games over at John Wood, and a whole host, bunch at Notre Dame on Friday, and then all day on Saturday after Friday night, Blue Devil Gym, and the Blue Devil girls will be there as well. Mid-afternoon, I think 1 o'clock or 1:30, don't quote me on that. All right, this loses momentum of a great game, 59-55.
Yeah. I don't think these guys know what they're doing. Well, I don't know if they know what they're doing. I don't know if the scoreboard knows what they're doing.
There you go, because the guys out there calling have not done a bad job. They have called, well, they've called a lot of touch fouls and a lot of, but it's consistent, I think.
Consistently bad?
Go back and watch. Well, I don't know. But then again, some of that old coach comes out.
Scale of 1 to 10, I think I'd give them about a 5 because they've had a couple of snafus on plays and whatever they didn't know what to do with.
Yeah, it drug on, especially a couple of these where we drug on and on a little bit. Hey, in the meantime, Griffith hits the first one. Tim's got another.
There you
Gets
go.
them both.
There you go.
So after all the work, ain't got a problem with that. Down to 59-57. Devils playing good D. Flashing inside Chris.
Travel.
Yep. And Griffith did a great job of not fouling him. I thought that was pretty good, Coach. 61-57. Geneseo with a 2-point lead. 3:30 left in the game. Griffith on the left side with the basketball. Woodson, backdoor cut. Now it skips out. Oh, bad luck. Humphrey got the ball, made a great pass to the left wing for Parker Douglas to fire 3, but just stepped on the line.
And Parker Douglas made the shot, too. I mean, these freshmen are growing up right before our eyes.
Well, we watched 4 years of it.
You got FOMO.
And we, of course, there we had Jeremiah Talton as a senior, which was pretty nice. 3:11. Burridge with the ball on the right side. Lepper's guarding him. Goes inside. Woodson tips it away. Here comes Griffith on the run. Griffith coast to coast. No, but Humphrey comes down.
Jump ball.
Good call by the official on the far.
Is that ours?
Humphrey only had one hand on it.
Oh, Geneseo gets it, looks like.
But we get the next one.
All right.
More importantly, maybe.
2:57 left, 61-57. Geneseo up by 4 over the Blue Devils.
Humphrey following up there. Griffith with a good take. It just come off the rim. I'm looking for maybe an and one, but he didn't get the contact. Good D from Geneseo. Burridge brings it across. Lepper's going to guard him. Lepper needs to sink a little bit. Right side. Van Kierenbrock back to the top. Nordstrom goes and tracks it down.
Help.
Good block shot by Lepper. Barrage went in. He pinned it against the backboard. It came down and went out of bounds, so it will be Geneseo ball with 2:38 left.
Man, I just had a lump in my throat on that one.
Leper.
Somebody's got to come over and help on that drive.
Exactly, from that weak side. Clements missed the shot. Woodson gets a strong rebound inside.
Hold up. Let's get a good shot.
Devils dodge one there, Coach.
Oh, watch out.
Double team, Woodson across court.
Oh.
And Woodson comes across. Patience. Keep your dribble. You just blew by the guy. Problem is, Humphrey's a shorter guard, him or Douglas, so sort it right over his head.
And that's, probably what, the 5th or 6th bad turnover that we've had.
Sorry there, I had my points wrong there. I had to get them adjusted. Chris inside. Wow.
On the floor, no basket.
NBA. Good job. The trail official both made the call. The lead official gave him the Eurasian.
Well, I tell you what, he took off from the volleyball line, didn't dribble anymore, and went up and scored. That should have been a three-point play, but we'll take, on the ground on this one.
Indeed. Foul was called, and Woodson commits his 5th foul. So not good with 2:15 left. We get a break, and then we lose the break because Woodson been hustling down there on D. He got a good rebound in there, too, and he's had a block shot as well, or a tip, I should say.
Here's Chris at the line. He's got 31 tonight.
2:15 left in this one, make it 32. Good-looking player here for Geneseo. Last time they had a good-looking player, I think he transferred away, didn't he, Coach?
Yes, sir.
Remember where? It was one of the bigger schools in the
East
Quad Cities.
Moline.
Yes, that was right. Second one, no good, but Nordstrom doesn't get screened out. Geneseo gets another opportunity. Trowbridge gets called for the foul on that. I would have let the play go, but
I tell you
had
what,
that knee out there.
That's the one thing about this Geneseo team. They don't shoot very well from the free throw line. Nordstrom's their top free throw shooter at 67%. Everybody else is 60 or below. So
fouling on a situation where a guy might make a layup and put him on the line might be a good idea.
Yep.
There you go, Coach.
Very good idea.
First one. Now, a real good idea. 4 guys that are in there, screen somebody out, please.
Yeah, get the rebound.
2:09 left. Devils are down 62-57. Second shot is up. No good. Leper gets a hand on it, and tracking it down was Humphrey. Here come the Devils. Griffith on the left wing. High post, Leper. Humphrey at the point now to Leper behind the arc.
It's only a 5-point game, guys. Take your time. Get a good shot.
Griffith comes to help. Starts to drive.
There you go.
Jump stop. And almost a 3-point chance. But Tim's going to go to the line to shoot 2. I like that.
Well, anytime you can get down there 5 foot from the basket and get it up around the rim getting fouled, you got to like it. Now he's got to hit these 2 free throws like we did on the last one.
4 fouls now against Geneseo, so everything the rest of the way out is 2 shots. 1:52 left. Tim misses the first. That's all right. Regroup, make the second. All the Devils are back except for Carter Trowbridge is in the lane. No.
See, why didn't we have anybody in there getting the rebounds?
Because that would have
you know what I mean?
Nordstrom wouldn't have got it. It would have been a Devil rebound. Geneseo sends it inside.
Offensive.
Griffith had a good look at the chance to foul. Oh, Chris behind. And a good move on the putback. But I thought Humphrey did a pretty good job of selling that one. Maybe it was a little bit of a flop. 64-57. Devils find themselves down here now by 7.
Good pass. Oh.
And a backdoor cut pass there. Just a little outside the hands of Parker Douglas. So with 1:18, Devils are going to have to put some full court pressure. Geneseo wants a timeout. And with 1:19, actually 1:13, 18. Boy, that had 3 different numbers there. The score, Geneseo 64, QHS 57. Back with the final right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
Welcome back here. Coach Bruner, thanks. You know, I've seen a great screen. We didn't do our hotspot. We used the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi was about 5 or 6 times better, but he said we're getting some stoppage, and that would mean if that website is for everybody here and everybody's jumped in and pulled it down a little bit. So I hope that's not the case. It'd be a bummer if it was, because here we are. We used our Wi-Fi. We could have used our hotspot. Anyway, here's the situation. 1:18 left. Geneseo 64, Quincy High 57. Barrage will take it out. Carter Trowbridge will guard him. Douglas and Humphrey in the back, along with Griffith and Lepper. Ball goes into Chris. Chris brings it down. No shot clock, so obviously it'll be a keep away here. Devils are going to have to do something and put them on the foul. Actually, if you're going to stretch this game out, time to foul now, I guess.
Yep.
You're down 7, you got to have it happen. Inside 1 minute.
Well, and you cannot have Lepper foul or Humphrey foul.
Exactly. So Griffith and Douglas
and
they've
got to foul.
Got to realize, got to come out and foul. Coach is satisfied with him getting out on it. And now
Lepper just got his 5th.
He's forced a foul. So with 44.5 left in this one, Lep fouls out. And he had to. He realized he just went, Coach, what else? He's telling Coach Brown, what else do you want me to do? Nobody else is fouling.
Yeah.
This is where communication, Trowbridge, you, Douglas. Douglas, you got 2. Trowbridge, you got 2. You got to give us some fouls.
Griffin's got 2.
Yeah, those guys got to foul.
You guys got to go out there, pressure the ball, try to steal it, and then if you get the foul, oh well, you know, then you got an opportunity.
And stretch the clock out. And we didn't stretch it. We lost about 20 seconds there, Coach. That was 1:18 when they brought it down. So 2 more points for Chris. He stepped over the line. We're going to take one away. First mistake I've seen him make. Well, Devils with the basketball. 40 seconds left, down by 8. Got to make something happen quick. Right side with the basketball. Now Douglas comes out. Pulls up, 15-footer, good. Parker with the pull-up. Devils get right back into defense.
Should have done that last trip.
Yep, get the quick foul.
Well, and I say this is their best free throw shooter at 67%, you know, so.
Nordstrom landed on the game 2 for 2, so he's only shot 2. They were in the third quarter when he hit a 3 as well. Had a 3 in the first quarter, too. 27.3 seconds up on the clock. Boy, if the aggressiveness from the second quarter on was played, we'd have had this game. And Nordstrom misses that one.
Yeah, we came out a little sluggish. No ifs, ands, or buts. But I tell you what, I like the way Douglas is playing. Oh, my goodness. You know, and, gosh, I don't think he got into the second quarter. So I think him in there has, you know, been a big part of what they've done here the last 3 quarters.
Got in just briefly in that first quarter, I think, because he got a bucket and a couple free throws in there. 66, 59, 20 seconds left. Devils got to get it out there and get up on the board. Shot from the baseline, no good. Chris gets the rebound with 15 seconds left. We foul him quickly, and Jack's going to go down the line. Dead ball points.
And Humphrey fouls out.
Hey, 2 games in a row for Hump, but you know what?
Hey, you got to get after it, and he did, so that's what you need.
I got no complaints with that aggressive play at all, Coach.
Nope.
Who got the tee? I thought somebody gave a tee. Okay, it wasn't. I thought, can you get a 6 foul? Jack to the line to shoot 2 more. What's he up to, Coach?
35.
There you go. Not a bad night. 36. And again, stay tuned after the ball game. We will have the Hardee's postgame show brought to you by Hardee's at 30th and Broadway. Brian Harms and company. Coach's comments, and we'll wrap it up. We'll hear from Coach Douglas as well. 37, Coach.
Yep.
Shot it with 9 seconds. No good. Rebounded by Geneseo, and they'll run it out. And that'll give Geneseo, and I'm sure they're happy here because it's very few times that Geneseo has beaten us in the last 4 years they haven't. That's for sure. So congratulations to Geneseo to pull it off. And also congratulations to the Devils, who really played some pretty good ball between the second quarter and into the fourth, until it got a little out of hand.
Well, you got to play 32 minutes in this game, so you need to, you can't play 24, expect to, beat a team.
That is true. And when a guy puts up 37, I must say that second quarter we shut him down. Third quarter I only had him down for 7. So in 2 quarters we only gave him 7.
Yeah, he had 17 at half, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So he had 20 in the second half.
Indeed.
17 in the first quarter, none in the second, and 20 in the second.
7 in the third quarter, so 13 in the fourth, and a lot of free throws out there tonight as Devils need to get to the locker room.
And he's one of those dudes that was shooting 60% from the free throw line too, and I guarantee he shot a lot better than 60% tonight.
I thought he's 9 for 10 early, and I got to believe that late, 14 for like 16 or 17.
Yeah.
That's pretty good stuff there.
Oh, yeah. Very good stuff.
Well, that'll do it for the regular portion of our broadcast. Stick around. We've got the post-game show. We'll hear from Coach Douglas, and, of course, Coach Pettit and I will break this one down. But the final here in Geneseo couldn't get the doubleheader winner. The girls won 63-31, and in the nightcap, it's Geneseo 68 and the Blue Devils 59. Stick around again. We got the Hardy's post-game show coming up, but that will do it here for the regular portion. And again, Devils play tough. They got to turn right back around and play against Sterling on Friday, so no chance.
Yep.
A couple good days of practice. So we'll see you on the flip side here on MechaSportsCo.com.
Good things are happening at Hardee's, right, Brian?
Here at Hardee's, we have a new $6.99 original bag. And you get 2 sandwiches, a fry, and a drink. You have your choice for the sandwiches between a regular hot ham and cheese, regular roast beef, double cheeseburger, or one of our chicken tender wraps. So you can pick any 2 of those, get a hot fry and a cold drink for only $6.99 here at Hardee's on 30th and Broadway.
That's Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
This game is brought to you by Mecha Sports Co. You can find us at mechasportsco.com, on YouTube at youtube.com/@mechasportsco, and on Facebook at facebook.com/mechasportsco. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any coverage for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams, boys and girls. Get the play-by-play and color call from Wellman and Pettit exclusively on Mecha Sports Co.
Get a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles right now at Walmart for only $5.67. Choose any Pepsi product. That's a 6-pack of 24-ounce bottles for only $5.67. Do the math. That's amazing savings.
And back here at Geneseo, it's the Hardy's postgame show brought to you by Hardy's, 30th and Broadway. Devils do a nice job of hustling back in this one and trying to make it work, but lose 68-59 as they went into the fourth quarter. Fought all the way back to 51-51, and so many times, Coach, you would say, sometimes the work to get back into a ball game wears you out. But with a lot of young legs out there, I thought it was pretty impressive.
Well, I'm looking at this when you've got 3 freshmen on the floor and 2 sophomores, and you're competing with a veteran team, like Geneseo. I thought they did a heck of a job tonight. Fell a little bit short at the end. Thought they ran out of gas a little bit. Plus, you're in foul trouble. So, you lose Lepper, you lose Woodson, you lose Humphrey. Those are 3 big cogs that got you back into the ball game. And, you lost them, probably the last 2 minutes of the game. And Geneseo just pulled away with Chris, closing it out at the free throw line.
Indeed. And when you start off, Coach, that first quarter, we were like 5 minutes left in the quarter, and everybody was in double bonus, both teams.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you get behind there on fouls. And then pretty soon you're playing with 3, and then all of a sudden it's 4 in the fourth quarter. And like Coach said, Humphrey fouled out. Well, first of all, we lost Woodson at the 2:15. Lupp had to foul, so it was with 44 seconds left, I think.
Yeah.
And then with 13 and a half, Kenai fouled out as well. And we still had Beeston with 4. And we only had 3 for Wilson Freiberg, who hustled. Those were all in the second half, a couple of them in a row there. Wilson had hustled pretty good after being sick as well this week.
Griffin ended up with 3 fouls, I believe, too. So, I mean, everybody, gosh, I mean, this is one that you look at and you wish you'd had. You know what I mean? But, the same token, we play better now than we did, against Rocky, than we did against Deerfield. We just got to keep getting better each and every game. And these kids I can see a marked difference between last Friday and today. With Rock Island and these guys. It was just, I liked the spunkiness. I liked the effort that they gave on the glass for the most part. I mean, they gave up a few offensive boards, but I think they did a pretty good job on the defensive glass, handling the ball. You had 3 or 4 bad turnovers, in the fourth quarter. But once again, you've got freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah, we beat the pressure on the one and came across half court. Pressure dropped off, and then we looked across the court at a shorter guard and launched it over his head.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things to where you've got a lot of kids that are, hyped up to play this game, to be a Blue Devil and play. And, sometimes they get a little bit out of control, and, that will get better as they get a little bit older.
And it's, again, a lot of them are young underclassmen. Humphrey's a sophomore. Freiberg didn't get a lot of playing time last year. He's a junior. And then the freshman squad, too, they may be ahead of the group 4 years ago, other than a couple of those players. And by the way, while we're here, let's break down some of those players that I was talking about here. Some of the guys that have gone on and have played, or playing, I should say. See if I got my notes here, Coach, so you can follow up a couple more thoughts here while I track down that one page that's got all those guys that and where they're at right now, and girls. So Taylor Foley, of course, she's down at McKendree. They're 4-2. We're going to spend that time a little bit because we're waiting for Coach up here. They play home Saturday, and she's playing all 6 games, averaging about 5 points a game, 4.5 rebounds in only 14.5 minutes. Now the Devils, and of course, I'll save the senior for last. Ralph Wires is up at Carl Sandburg. They play Spoon River Wednesday night. He's averaging 12 points a game, 4.1 assists, and a steal and a half. They played Culver's JV. He had 10 points, 6 assists, 5 steals. Culver didn't put up their box because I wanted to see what Cameron did against him. Speaking of Cameron, tonight they're playing Lindenwood. So Cameron Wires is playing against Jeremiah Talton tonight. Wildcats are 3-9. He's played in all 12 games. He's getting about 19 minutes a game, averaging just under 7. Dom Clay has not gotten in yet. It's 7-3 team. Very good. Thursday they play Cal State Bakersfield. Keyshawn Thomas was in Quincy the other day for Drury. They did lose to Quincy University 72-55. He had 8 points and 6 rebounds. He started 7 of the 9 games, averaging 14-4 a game and almost 6 rebounds, so good job there. Tonight they are playing Central Christian College, Cookies with Santa for the Panthers out there. I got news the other day as I was talking to Grandma and the family. BL3 has decided to redshirt out there at Santa Clara. Santa Clara is 7-3, I think, starting off. No, better than that. I think they were 8-2 or maybe even 9-1. And I got to tell you, for the Broncos, it'll give him a year to build up. And I think of Ronnie Ross, that came from Louisiana, could have started at John Wood the first year he got there. His dad wanted him to work harder so he could be at the Division I level. Then he had 2 good years, went to Utah State for 2 good years with the top shooter in the country, and it worked out. So I think it's a good move to strengthen up, although I thought BL3 had the strength. And Jeremiah Talton, Wednesday, Culver Stockton at home. He'll be taken on. They'll be also at home against Western on the 18th. And Jeremiah's averaging 5.4 points a game, 6.7 rebounds in 15.2 minutes. And that's your update there. Of course, the Notre Dame side, we'll talk about Abby Schreck. We have a Notre Dame game at Mizzou. Also, Jacob Vonderhaar at QU and Alex Dance at John Wood Community College. So that was a pretty quick update there, And I got it all in there, Coach. Thank you. Either that or I was going to be telling stories, and I know Mike Foley would love to hear some swumbriisms, as he calls them, or some swell stories there. Thank you there, Mike Foley. All right, Coach, so we get a couple days. We get to really have the matchup with the girls on Thursday at Galesburg. Going to be a great one there. We're 6-2. They're 7-1. They did not play tonight. This was our game for Saturday.
Make up,
yes,
yeah.
And make up from last week. And, of course, a lot of the conference played on Saturday while we were down at Tipton, Missouri. We, meaning the lady or the Blue Devils from the girls' side. So, Sterling on Friday for the men at home. Check that. Yes. Sterling on Saturday for the girls at 1:30 at home. So 2 home games against Sterling. So a couple good days of practice and to turn it around. But really tonight, much different team from Rock Island to here.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing this young group of, gentlemen basically maturing in front of our eyes, and as long as they keep working and keep getting better and, be coachable, I think you've got a very bright future here.
What's Coach say, Coach Douglas?
Can't never stay the same. You either get better or you get worse.
There you go, and it's right there in the gymnasium as well. So, and check that out. So, I'll tell you what, I had fun. And by the way, as we mentioned there too, we caught Coach Douglas in the pregame interview. We caught that in the halftime of the girls' game with the doubleheader. We were going to rerun it in the pregame, but we were short on time. I mean, they put up 20 minutes, and by the time we pulled out and got everything ready, it was short. And Coach Douglas's interview was about 5 minutes long, minus maybe 5 or 6 seconds. But if you want to catch it, as with all the broadcasts and the streams that have gone on, all you got to do is go to meccasportsco.com. Go in there, and I find that the easiest, Coach, because I can go other places and try to find games. And you might find them, but you got to do a lot of searching. With us, the games are right there.
Yep.
Actually, you'll run into a few volleyball games that we had this fall, and that was a lot of fun. So we had a fun basketball season, but that volleyball stuff was I've been out of it for a few years since the CYO, and really enjoyed it. And thank you to Mike Llewellyn on that as well. Yes, we got Coach's comments, so you want to run that and then have it played before he comes in? Sounds like a winner here.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
You got it. Coach's comments will be brought to you by QHS Auto Group when he gets here, and Faith Family and Giving Back here on meccasportsco.com. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from all of us here at QHS Hyundai
and QHS Honda of Quincy. As we wrap up another wonderful year, we just wanted to say thank you
to our friends, customers, and neighbors across the Quincy community.
Your trust and support made 2025 an incredible year for our QHS family.
From our family to yours.
We wish you peace, joy, and safe travels this holiday season.
Merry Christmas and a very happy New Year.
Better bed, less money at Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster with free delivery, setup, removal, and 0% financing for up to 5 years.
Sleep tight. Sleep tight.
And back here, you got to remember that Sleep Tight, better bed, less money. And, of course, they've got the Mecca Mobile Studio when we show up right here. And, of course, when we're on our Mecca, when you got the QHS Mecca Mobile, which is always cool with our magnets out there. That's brought to you by the QHS Auto Group, Faith Family, and Giving Back as we wait for Coach Douglas to come out here. Well, I was really happy tonight, Coach. We had 2 good games here. Devils, the girls really put it out there. And then we turn around here with the boys and some good stuff. And as we know, it takes 32 minutes to be a championship team. But, boy, you can look pretty good in some spots.
Well, like I say, and I sound like I'm beating a dead horse, but this is a young group that's going to get better. You've got, some young kids that are getting opportunities here, and they're taking advantage of them. Parker Douglas tonight, I don't think he's going to be playing much sophomore ball here after tonight.
Well, that's when he moved up. That was the key. When he moved up, I even said he needs to be able to still play games down below. Not anymore.
No. Coach said he's going to play half the sophomore game and then come over here and play, and it's like, okay, well, I think he's earned the
Here's how many freshmen I think are for the team right now.
Huh?
22 freshmen, I believe, dress. So move them up. Get them up there, and the guys who can, and he's one that can definitely step
Oh,
it
yeah,
up,
he definitely, did not look out of place tonight, playing against this. And Geneseo's got some veteran guards. So, I mean, he held his own.
Oh, sorry about that. I had to stand up and make sure to see if the knee still worked after 2 games sitting up here. Now I think back to those years when I was young doing Culver Stockton women and men's game, college for 40 minutes, take a 5-minute break, do another one. That was some fun stuff all over the country, and this is fun stuff here as well. Wellman and Pettit in the postgame here, the Hardee's postgame. We're just killing time here and waiting for Coach Douglas to come up and give us his breakdown on this one. And we're looking forward to a great season out here, folks. There's a lot of good stuff out here. Of course, the boys are going to be fighting in the conference to win games, but the girls are going to be trying to challenge, to win it. Basically, the girls are going to do what the boys did over the last 4 years in building up.
Yeah, well, and you've had Jada that's been here since a freshman playing. You've had Miley been here since freshman playing. Byquist since freshman playing. And then you throw in Chloe Nicholson, who's, top 25 ESPN, for her class in the whole United States. So, you know what I mean? It's one of those things to where they've got the tools. They've got the tools. If they could just, play a little bit smarter, I think they're going to be in good shape too.
Oh, and like you mentioned those, but the senior Madeline Hamby. She's
yeah.
done. Elliford's coming off the bench.
Yep.
She's and again, they're getting a lot of playing time. Coach's only thing, like he said, was don't look over at me for a rest. And so, if you need a timeout, that's the time to use it because we don't have bodies. Now tonight, we shipped them all out when we got the victory, and we saw a whole bunch of new people in there. Bristol Walker, we had Jasmine Walker in there as well. But a good night up here. And you know what's neat about here in Geneseo, and what would be nice about the Devils winning the boys game, we don't come back here. If you can steal one on the road, then when these guys come back to Blue Devil Gymnasium, you expect to get that victory at home. So that would have been a sweet one there. But, hey, work in progress. We're all good with that. So, hey, by the way, if you don't have a Christmas gift, Coach Pettit, we're pretty simple. So, oh, darn, Coach, I'm sorry. We got good-looking pullovers there, Mecca Sports ones. We've got gray, blue, black, and our Blue Devil blue. And I had it out with my other first-year Blue Devil Mecca shirts. And as soon as I set up, I was going to put it on, and no one asked me. So for fashion statement, we should have taken a picture there and looked good. So
there he comes.
Coach Douglas making his way out here for the post-game show. Thank you, Coach, for joining us out here. And I tell you, if we can throw out the first quarter, and both teams starting with foul trouble on the free throw. Second quarter, they really picked it up. Third quarter, we're tied 51-51. You got to like that. Whoops, hold on here. I didn't. We had to do your interview before the ball game, so you're
plugging in.
Yeah, your plug's over here. You think I had enough time? How's that, Coach?
I'm good if you are.
That sounds like a winner now. So
I can hear you.
So, that's kind of how it's been the last the entire year for us. Just not on the same page, and it's really difficult when you have guys. We've had a couple guys miss practice yesterday, out sick, and we getting Avion got cleared today to play, so we're getting him back. So, just like guys that when you're trying to go over a scouting report, you're trying to go over some new, trying to get into 4-game stuff, get guys moving a little bit. Makes that a little difficult. But, with that said, it for us it comes down to defense. How we guard, and I thought we were non-existent for the most part in the first quarter, giving them a lead that there's no business in them having. And just not playing to the scouting report. You got 14 who maybe shot the ball once, twice outside, anywhere outside, and the rest was off the drive. The one thing we can't do, which they'll say in junior high, is give up baseline, and we gave up baseline at least 10, 12 times tonight. Just mental lapses defensively that you can't have at this level. You can't get away from. And instead of allowing him to drive, play off, which is what we wanted to do, play off of him, semi-contest the shot, make him shoot, and we didn't do that. Transition wasn't great at times. We didn't have a clue of who we had. Communication wasn't there. So a lot of things defensively, and I talk a lot about that because that's, we don't have an identity with this group right now. There's no identity. We don't know who we are. We don't know what we do. And that's not okay, but it's okay if you can work towards finding an identity. And the only way that we're going to win games or be able to compete in games is if we're going to play hard on the defensive end. I mean, that's bottom line. whatever happens on the offensive side of things, we can work on that. But defensively is about heart. It's about desire to get stops. Feeding off of each other, communicating with each other, and we're not to that point. We were better tonight. We saw some positives there defensively, obviously late in the second quarter and then in the third. I thought we made some, there was pockets of defense that looked great, but we got to be more consistent there.
Freiburg looked pretty good there for being sick coming out tonight. And then Avion Tate, that's a nice word because I think originally we were worried about him till next semester now. Looking at Rocky last week, going to Deerfield, big improvement tonight. And I'll say the thing I liked tonight, what I saw coming down the court a couple times, moving the ball, pass, boom.
Yeah.
There's some good looks there. And also some of your guards that were dribbling, they never picked it up until they got to a point and then pulled up for a little J.
Well, we found toughness, which we've been lacking in Parker Douglas coming out. I told him after the game, throw your sophomore jersey away.
I was going to ask my first question.
Yeah. Go ahead and get rid of that. You're done with that level. And the thing is he's going to make mistakes, but he's going to go hard all the time. And he picked guys up in the full court without us even telling him to. He just wants to guard, and we trust him to keep guys in front and just be a pest defensively. Kanai's another one that can do that as well, but obviously he got into foul troubles.
You can't take them with you. Who cares, right?
I can't get fined for talking about officials, but it was they definitely didn't help on either side. It was tough to get into the swing of things when every touch foul is called on both sides.
Coach Pettit had you covered. Don't worry, Coach Pettit had you covered.
It was rough, but we knew that coming into it when we saw those guys officiating the girls' game. There's no way they should be able to do 2 games in a night. But even with that being said, it's not their fault. We still had an opportunity to put some things together and come out of here with the win. And, this has to be used as a learning lesson for our guys. We got to execute better down the stretch offensively. And then obviously defensively, we got to be dogs for 4 quarters. We can't be dogs for 2.5 quarters or 2 quarters. We're not good enough to do that. There's not a whole lot of teams that are. So, we'll take the good that comes with this and work on some of the bad.
Yeah, well, I thought when you had Humphrey and Douglas out there running, they were together. They were putting pressure on the ball full court and getting after it.
Well, and those are guys that, like, you guys don't see practice, obviously. Well, sometimes, but those are guys that they go at each other. When we're doing drills, like, even when Parker's playing on with the sophomore group, and he's getting into our varsity guys, and they're flipping and doing the same thing. Carmelo Bludson, he does the same thing. Like, Parker and him go at each other nonstop, and they understand it's only making each other better. We got to get some other guys to step up into that area because, that's the varsity desire, that's the varsity toughness that we have to have, and it can't just be out of 2 guys or 3 guys. I thought Brennan played tough tonight. He obviously played, most all game tonight other than foul trouble, and then last weekend against Deerfield. So he's getting himself back into game shape a little more and more each day.
Well, I thought he made some passes that were just spectacular.
Yeah, you're going to be.
That might be the best part of his game.
Yeah, he's an unselfish player, and I think that's another positive with our group is they're unselfish. Like, they're not trying to get their own shot. They would much rather give up the good for a better, but Brennan's one of those guys. I'm not going to say he's better than Keyshawn because Keyshawn would probably hurt me, but he's getting there. He has a potential to be
different kinds of players.
Yeah,
different kinds of players.
And the freshmen guys went to state and they played together, so they know each other and kind of got the feels. The guy I thought was kind of nice. Here's a kid that comes out, didn't see a lot of playing time, but now he's coming out because he has an opportunity and he's trying to be a beast. And that was Avery. Avery just gave you some minutes. He really got after. He got in foul trouble a little bit, but he hit a shot or 2. So he's going to give you the efforts when you need that spot.
We know he's going to come in and pull the trigger if he's open, and we we need. I don't know if that was our only 3 that was hit tonight. Maybe one more, but it's not like we have a bunch of guys that are able to knock down outside.
I think Lep.
Yeah, Lep did have one, but we need him. We need him to be a threat from the perimeter, but we got to have him guard. And that's the big thing with our guys now is, we can't have one guy give up 4 baseline drives or whatever, and then take him out and put another guy in that gives up straight line drives, and then put another guy in. Like, there's no rhythm to what we're doing. We got to be tougher in that area.
And as we know, once you give a guy and he breaks down, that breaks down the rest because one guy helps next, and if you don't get everybody helping, it's a layup.
Yeah, and that's why our foul trouble, part of the reason why we got into foul trouble. I mean, there was a couple times one guy gets beat and Brennan's at the rim trying to pick him up, and he picks up, fouls just because of that. And you got to do your job. I mean, we talked about that a lot with this group. Everybody has a job. Some guys are learning more and more that we're giving them more of a job. They're getting a raise. And then there's other guys that we're pulling money away, and, you're losing part of your job. So that's going to happen, but we just want this group to be able to compete. Obviously we want to win games, but for us, it's like, we got to be able to just flat out compete for 4 quarters, not 2, not 2.5, not 3, and give ourselves a chance to pull games out.
Of course, we got Sterling on Friday at home, and Sterling over the last couple of years has had some loads every year. I can't remember coming into this year what they bring back.
They're solid. I mean, they're going to be a solid group. They get after it. They have a bunch of guys that can shoot like normal, so it's going to present a whole different level of challenges.
Coach, appreciate that.
All
Safe
right.
trip home.
Yep. Thank you,
We'll
guys.
catch you on Friday. And, of course,
Yep.
that's Coach Andy Douglas. His comments are brought to you by the QHS Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. With that, we're going to need to wrap up. Did you get that? You can just pull your cord, if you want. Yeah, because it shouldn't affect me as long as you pull yours, as we helped out our friends across the street there, or used to be across the street. So that is it there, Coach. We, of course, brought to you by the QHS Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. And so last thoughts there, Coach?
Like I say, much better effort than we saw at Rock Island. I'm expecting them to come out at Sterling and get better. I mean, that's all we got to do is get better each and every time out.
You got her. Somebody's bringing the leaf blowers and some brooms to us, so it's time for us to get out of here. For Coach Pettit, I'm Jeff Wellman. Final score here for the Devils. It's the Geneseo Maple Leafs 68, your Quincy High Blue Devils 59, and you've been listening and watching Blue Devil basketball right here on mechasportsco.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.